feel like I need the Jeopardy music. All right, we seem to be up and running. I feel like I need the Jeopardy music.
Hey, so let's start with the minutes from April 8th. Any questions, comments on the minutes? It looks good to me. Okay. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Second.
Great. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Looks like we approve the minutes. And now on to the affiliate review. Um, I guess I only had a question on one, which was the state historian office. Only because it did seem like there was like a disconnect between the information that like the value statement and then the office. Like I just wanted to be clear on like who actually was applying for the affiliate. Is his office at UConn? Is that how it works?
Yeah, it is.
So so I mean, I guess then he doesn't have his own value statement to include, or he just has to work within the parameters of UConn and what they're doing.
I believe so.
Okay.
And what I'm trying to think through is if there's any other organization that's similar. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Yeah, because even like towns have kind of like they haven't been stating like their town goals. It's been their committee. I don't know. It's probably fine. I just thought I wanted to like point it out because it seemed kind of odd. And then it also raised the question, and I ran into Malvette downstairs this morning, and she was saying that she had applied to be an affiliate, like their agency or commission. And so then that made me think, do commission members need to apply to be affiliates? Should we? If one does, I feel like we all should.
I mean, I think we already have had Merle and Everyday Democracy apply. The Connecticut Museum of Culture and History has applied.
Okay.
I don't think we've had other state entities.
Is the state library an affiliate?
No.
No. Because Merle is the like
member of the public.
Yeah.
Right. So like that kind of seems to make sense to me. Whereas
Deep
someone
did
who's
apply.
actually designated as like an official.
Yeah.
Who did?
Deep. Maybe last month. I don't see them on here. But like the state parks.
Yeah, and
They're
the
not
Museum
on the
of Connecticut
commission.
History at the Connecticut
Not-
State Library did apply. The Connecticut State Library as an entity did not.
Yeah.
But Shrab also applied, which is through the Connecticut State Library. So I think the Office of the State Historian, which is part of UConn, is similar to both of those.
Mm-hmm.
Would either of the state library division, Shrab, or the museum, what did they use for a value statement? Was it the state library value or their own? I don't know that's not a deal breaker for me. I think they have to be in alignment with their the larger organization. Be right back.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was like Andy was inputting that information because he does not have any on his own. And he must just kind of go off of the Yukon one.
Okay, I found their answer. Sorry, that took a second. So they put the Connecticut State Library as the copy of your organization's value statement, but then they went into, well, this is all state library stuff.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's all just state library for like the Museum of Connecticut History.
All right, so that makes sense if they're just rolling up under their larger entity.
Okay. So then I think, I mean, I can definitely change my answer for Andy. Yes. Were there any other questions or comments, issues on the list of affiliates this month?
Rachel, can you talk about Connecticut by the numbers? You have no. Did the applicant reply yes to all of the values statement?
They gave some additional details and that's what I copied in there. So they're not actually planning specific programs. That's the
Right.
question that they answered no to.
Got it.
Are you
All right.
planning
No
programs?
actual concerns.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so then nothing else.
Ready to welcome in 12 more. Or what is it? 11 more?
249.
I know. I was
Oh.
like, well, if like we could probably apply.
We've already gotten a good number of applications for next month.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I couldn't tell you how many, but a fair amount
Okay.
since I processed these.
Yeah. And what I'll say, we did a pretty big outreach earlier this week, late last week. The days are
I think Friday,
together.
maybe. Yeah.
But to anybody who has had a CTH grant that is 250th related, that is not already an affiliate, because we would like them to be at Bushnell Park on July 4th. And so we sent them an email inviting them to join the affiliate program. And yeah.
And then after we sent out those stipend things, I think I saw a couple more applications come in.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So when is our next meeting?
June 10th.
Okay. And is that going to be the last like affiliate review? That'll be the last one.
Yeah. The deadline is May 31st.
Okay.
Oh, that's the next thing on the agenda. The deadline's May 31st. I can always, if people are applying on June 2nd, it doesn't take us all that long to actually review these things. So
yeah. Okay. All right, so are we ready to vote on these as a group? Confirming all of them?
Yep.
12, 11. Okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So we now have 11 new affiliates. So close. So just going back to the question of like the commission members, so should we also be encouraging any commission members who haven't? Like, I don't know that that was necessarily a thought for any of us.
I seem to recall we've invited people both organizationally and anybody they know on the commission.
Well,
No?
I don't know if we've invited commissioner. I think it's been kind of a general reach out and let people know that they can become an affiliate. I don't think we've necessarily said
Yeah.
your organization commissioner should become an affiliate.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that was maybe a little more explicit at the last commission meeting, but I don't, because Melvet was talking about it. Andy went home and applied that same day.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So maybe a final push just to
Mhm.
encourage.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a handful in. There's no reason Liz couldn't apply or John Slivka couldn't apply,
Yeah.
etc. Speaking of John, where's he been?
Yeah.
He had like a family thing
Okay.
the week of the commission meeting.
All right. So
What's next? Back to the agenda.
I have two quick reflections to share. Just let me know when you feels an okay time to do that.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So I'm just putting into the chat, our CWC SEO Facebook. You see the top posting is a video from CNIDA, the last day of session, closing out. Our commission collaborated with our Office of Legislative Management. We went to Bevan's Bells and ordered a bunch of bells for all the House representatives, and they closed out by ringing their America 250 bells. So that was really cool, and
love that, Michael.
yeah, that was really brought a lot of good spirit and joy at the end of a challenging session. And then I'm just posting this. It just looks like it's hot off the press article on News Junkie, posted at 5 a.m. About, I think it's about us. How about that? And I see Denise's picture, and they're talking about CT 250. And I just wanted to share that with the group.
Awesome. Yeah, we had the press conference yesterday. So I think this is the press release that the governor's office sent out. But yeah, it's very fun.
I heard an America 250 advertisement on the radio for the first time yesterday.
Cool. What station, out of curiosity? It's okay.
I don't remember. It might have been like 104.1. I don't remember where it was.
Cindy, is that our CBA initiative? That's not us then.
No.
That's
It was
premature.
like America 250, and it was
Oh,
saying like national.
Yeah.
But I had never heard anything on the radio.
No, I've only seen commercials. And most of those have been trucks. I've seen a lot of like Dodge Ram commercials, I think,
Oh, yes.
with America 250 all over them.
Yeah.
I will say that I went to Mother's Day brunch with my parents on Sunday in East Hampton, and again, the hometown of Bevins Bells, and they're totally in the spirit over there. They got the legit official America 250 flags up all over the place, American flags all over the place. And for a really lovely scenic drive, they have a little neighborhood village called Middle Haddam, which is super cute, full of houses picturesque from like the 1700s, 1800s, but with the America 250 flags all along the poles and the posts and stuff. So for folks, next time you want to go on a scenic drive, I encourage you to check that whole area out. It's very nice.
That's great. Thanks for sharing, Michael.
They're in the spirit, guys. They're in the spirit.
Indeed.
So for the summer, I was curious to hear if there was anything new that we should know about, whether it's the Hartford event or the reading of the Declaration, or
I'm trying to think. I don't think there's been a lot new since the commission meeting.
The only
Um,
added event, Cindy, I think could be the New London event since the
Well-
commission.
oh, what's that?
That was going to be my next sentence. That if we're going beyond the summer, because it is September, we're looking at other events. So New London is doing the Maritime Festival, and we're looking to sponsor that as the commission. And what that means, I think we had a conversation with them yesterday. I'm not quite sure what the sponsorship is going to look like, but it should be a good event. A few tall ships, not a ton, but a few, and burning of Benedict Arnold.
Oh my gosh.
Effigy. Clearly, we can't burn him. uh,
That's wild, by the way. Is that? I don't recall discussing that, but that's wild.
it is apparently the 10th year that they're doing it. They save his honorable leg and send it to Norwich to be buried honorably, and then burn the rest of the effigy. It is crazy.
Should we bring back tar and feathering too? Or just wondering.
Uh,
So we have that event noted on our calendar, like trying to get more information on that. To see
Maritime
if we-
Festival?
I want to hold Flat Roger up
The
while
Maritime, yeah.
hold Flat Roger up with the burning effigy behind. Does that count? We posted that. Sorry, I didn't have to do it.
That could actually be
Now
a good
we have-
addition.
We have life-size Flat Rogers.
We'll bring life-size Flat Roger.
Life-size fully there.
Yeah. But what I'll say is we're hoping to create kind of a page of signups for different events. Because I think we're gonna have quite a few this summer, in addition to the Maritime Festival on July 4th. We will probably have a presence at a couple of Juneteenth events down in New Haven, possibly Greenwich is doing a big 250th day. And we are looking to identify another handful of big events around the state so that the commission has a presence in different places. We would love
I'd love-
to have you all help and bring Roger around.
Yeah, so I can share also ones that we have on our radar, like the unveiling of the Rochambeau Memorial Plaza and statue in Middlebury in June. I don't know, I can look and I can kind of send you what we've seen, but you probably know more than we do. We actually are gonna have a meeting soon. There's something on the calendar for us to sit down and like look at all the events and like figure it out, because obviously we can only do so much, but we want to do as much as possible. So
Yeah, and what we're hoping to release in the next, definitely by the end of May, I'm hoping to have it done before Memorial Day, is a list of all, when is Tuesday's our town committee meeting, right? So ideally, I want to have it done before then so that we can share it with them and get any additions. A list of every town and what their quote unquote big 250th event is. Because we want to have that on like an 11 by 17 paper and have it with us all summer. And have it just like ready to hand out to the public, with a link out to CT Visit on there.
that
So
would be great.
I think we have all the information. It's just getting it down into something that can be shared in one page. So hoping to have that, once we have it, can share it with all of the commission members, but hopefully have it, hopefully you're not meeting on Monday.
No, no. But
Cindy, when is the last major event that we outlined? Is it the October event at Durham?
Probably, as far as I can think of.
I'm just kind of wondering, is there an opportunity to sort of wrap up the 250th year as we head towards election day? Without, I don't want to suggest that this is political, but this is what America is about, is our right to vote. And maybe it's sort of, we build a narrative across the summer and some subsequent press release that this is the culmination of our efforts, is the right to vote and the act of voting. And I know, Ariane, this gets at your office's initiatives to really just build a broader awareness of engaging people to get to the polls.
yeah.
I mean, I don't hate the idea.
I mean, I think it allows us to draw a direct connection in a nonpartisan way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to plan the event, but I'm happy to embrace the narrative.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily a, well, I mean, it could take many forms maybe, but I think just through an awareness campaign.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is the culminating event of the year. It's in November. We've been talking about all these themes, everybody seeing themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think.
I think we can do that. I think we need to do something more than just an awareness campaign if we really want it to be like, we can, yes, we can communicate it, we can send out some press releases, we can include that kind of language, but I don't think that's going to make it what we envision it without doing something bigger. I think I could be totally wrong.
And I don't have a solution around that right now, but I think I embracing the opportunity to do something, whatever it is, you know, I certainly don't want to continue to add on to our plates. But if there's a way that we can just raise awareness, or just every time we're in the media, this is what we're in it for.
I do wonder if it's something with the town clerk somehow. I don't know.
Okay.
But if we're talking about elections and getting people out to the polls, I don't know.
There's also an association of registrars of voters.
Mm.
I mean, the tricky thing. Yeah, I wonder if the registrars.
Are either of those organizations affiliates? Might be an opportunity for us to just reach out.
Yeah, because there is a town clerk association, there is a registrars association. Once we figure out, like, once we look at universal absentee voting, they're gonna have a lot of work to do this year.
Mhm.
And absentee voting is the town clerks. So that's gonna be a lot on them. And registrars, there's only like 17 towns that have full-time registrars in the state. So most of them are very part-time, like sometimes an hour a week, an hour a month.
Mm.
But I wonder, it could also be something, because Secretary Thomas has a meeting with them every month. So she could, also, I could try to see if she can put it on her agenda. I don't know when the next one is.
And I know Annie spoke to all the town clerks a few weeks ago. She led the town clerk conference or did the keynote, whatever, not led. But yeah, so definitely 250, I think, is on their minds.
Well, I can talk internally to see if we have any ideas about how we can tie it into voting, or have election day as the culmination. And then maybe we can talk separately about it. I see that the meeting we have is next Wednesday to talk through various America 250 events outside of July 4th. Maybe we can talk about it then. And then I don't know, we can regroup.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
What day next week? I don't know if I have that on my schedule, but I don't need to be there. Is it Wednesday, the 20th? You said?
So I have an internal meeting
Oh,
on
okay.
Wednesday where we're going to be talking about kind of like events over the summer that we should attend, that we know about, and
Got it.
there's
Okay.
that maybe we should plan. So I can kind of like thread that this new idea through that.
Mhm.
And see if anything comes out of that. I mean, we're still even trying to think about July 4th itself. Normally we are in Willimantic, it's Boombox Parade. So I don't know if we're gonna do that again, if we're also gonna be in Hartford. It all depends. It's hard. It's a holiday. And so like between volunteers and staff, like who's here, who's willing to work. So we have to figure all that out, but we have to do that soon.
Cindy, can you, I don't know if it would affect Stephanie's schedule, but do you have a clarity on what the governor's plans are for that day? I think he was going to be there for the recommitment and then go to Boombox, or was he going to do a video for Boombox?
I think the plan was to be there for recommitment, go to Boombox, be at the parade, but not stay for the event, share some kind of video for the event. I don't know what the plan for the afternoon is, and then come back to Hartford to address the crowd, most likely between 7:30 and 8 p.m., either to introduce the Hartford Symphony Orchestra, or to introduce there's tentatively planned some kind of presentation of a Medal of Honor, maybe some kind of military presentation to
Oh,
descendants
right.
of Robin Starr.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that is right now. I haven't heard from either Bonanza or from the vets, so I don't know where we are with that.
Okay.
Did that come out of the Cornwall, like something in Cornwall? I only ask because so we're meeting today to select the new red, white, and blue school, outstanding school, so like to review them all. And so I was reading through them, and Cornwall did this whole project on Robin Starr. And I think someone had contacted him, the teacher, Will, about like, hey, he has ties to Cornwall, where there are ties to Cornwall.
It might be related. So this has something to do with the research that John Mills has been doing.
Yes,
And I
that's
think
the person who reached out to the teacher.
okay, yeah. So John Mills has been doing the research, and he's been encouraging organizations around the state to look into Robin Starr. And I think some of them have not, and some of them have. And so yes, the Cornwall School, I forget what it's called, reached out.
Consolidated schools.
Okay, there we go. I knew it wasn't Cornwall Public School or elementary school. They did present to the Freedom Trail last month, recently, about this project.
Yeah.
And John Mills spoke about it. So that all makes sense to me.
Yep. And I think they got, I mean, they did like a good amount of work. This teacher is so committed. They have a good submission every year.
Yeah.
Anyway, the only reason that I knew the name was I just read this through. Okay. All right, so I guess we can talk separately if we need to about this new idea. Anything else anybody wants to discuss?
I'm good.
All right. Otherwise, we'll see you June 10th.
That's great.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.